Alright, sorry about that, y'all. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties with my audio, but I just decided to go over real quickly, showing this match actually right here that I was doing. Well, I was trying to set it up and I think I accidentally got it caught with the recorder for Summoner's War, so it cut off my volume. But it's just basically I'm showing pretty much that my butt got handed to me by a basic 3 team of Bella, Bernard, Wynn, Griffin, and Lapis, the monster that most people is coming with now as we speak. And I mean, I just wanted to show that out. I don't care if you see in my defense, really. I just had to put that out there because that just kind of showed you automatically right there that shout out to Dorito from United Orbs. That was awesome. That you can take just that simple of a basic team and still be able to kick somebody's butt. So for beginners, that's just showing you the importance of eventually you do need to get better and you also need to do what you need to do. And also, thanks to United Orbs, there was an interesting battle because y'all had mixed defense and regular defense, and it was all over the place and stuff. But we got it done. But still, that was kind of awesome. And on your bottom left, for people who are in a guild or guild captains that's starting, that's the little timer that's going down. That's saying when the next sword is coming up. And I bring up showing that, I had a few people that didn't attack, but still the core main group of folks attack. So my suggestions for when you have a guild war or guild grouping, um, try to keep it down to, some people done told me 15, some people done told me 12 core group people of attackers that gonna attack or basically almost pretty much live on this game. uh I have 20 people right now because some people do work, some others, you know can only do days or nights. And then even if I did start wars regularly, there is a function that at the bottom you probably saw, the 12-hour function, that you can automatically for gear leader set up for it to automatically starts battles. But I only recommend that if you actually have a true core group of actual everyday playing both battles, pretty much live on this game players. If you don't and you have to constantly switch out regularly, which I try to give everybody a chance, but I do switch out regularly. And also I like to definitely shout out that I'm using the 6+ rule, which is 3, 2, 1. And it's the best way to get a war battle done. And like I said, I'm showing my list again that I can switch out or change, to different people that's in my grouping or in my guild. I can swap out and change by taking a check off or putting a check in, but I'm going on because we because I'm like, I still have my core group of people playing, so I really don't have no problem with that right now. So I'm just showing that you could probably you can change out anytime between players and keep on at it. And then, like I said, there go the 12-hour start function that I was talking about. For people who have core members, you can click on that and that'll automatically start the war, so you won't have to constantly think about have to get on. And then our next component is Voodoo Dolls. Hi, and thanks for having us. And now I'm going into like I said, no packs. No packs. I'm finna go right into basically doing how to do the daily basically in 20 minutes. Or roughly you can be able to do it within 20 minutes. But it's just that it's kinda hard to do. Especially if you're a person that's very pressed for time and you really need to get through everything. So from this point on, you're basically going into your dailies. Start a day, which is dimensional crystals, which you probably won't see until you clear a certain point in scenario. So it takes a lot to do scenarios, so please try to use your mentor and mentees to help you get you through most of those, because it's gonna take a lot of work, especially if you're a beginner, to make this actually work. And then of course at the top you see that opens mission that it differs from time to time, so we'll see what it comes out to. But you get 3 of these dimensional rifts. You can use a EXP whenever you get it, and it'll help you level up your food or a monster really quickly with these 3 that you get daily. And it's 50 EXP to help you level up. And I can't stress enough to try to go on and do your dailies. Go on and do them, because it'll help you along with achievements. And so we got Conquer the Storm, which is win day today. So go into your little transport area and clicking on that, and you go into Chaos Dungeon. And you can just play the first 1 or 2. The first basic whatever is just the fastest route, is to play the first basic one. And as you can see, it don't take you long to get through. And you done it. You good, you through. And you can do the same thing and keep going through the list. Conquer the Storm is done. And then next one is gathering magical powers. And showing off friendship, building friendship, daily room maintenance, summon a duty, and come back when you ready. And I mean, you can always do old school or use the transport. Then there go magic, play the first one, use a friend. So that's why I can't stress enough the importance of using your mentor and mentees, um, especially when it comes to getting you some daily energy, you helping them out too. Okay, and you completed gathering the magic powers. You go on from there. Next one is the giant killer using the teleport, chaos dungeon. And the first easy, simplest one to start off. And for beginners, you can use that for a while because that'll help you along. And there you go, you done already. Didn't take but a few seconds, and you also did show off your friendship, which means using three of your friends. So you did two at a time, just two in one go. Then of course head to head will be next. But you can go on and do the friendship one first. While you still here building friendship, just basically sending all your people on your friends list, they daily friends. Then go to head, and then you go into arena, and you can either use three of your rivals, which this is mostly what you'll probably be end up doing is three of your rivals. Either way it go. Then sometimes in your refresh list you'll have maybe some lower level players that you maybe can play against. Go on and do those. All you need is three. I decided to go on and do those. And I know that newer players get mad because we level 50s are attacking, but it's just simply we just trying to, well, for me personally, I'm just trying to get dailies done so I can work on something else work on something else that needs more attention and stuff. But for some other folks, this is just easy help for them in arena, which I do not do. I only do arena when it involves events. Um, Arena is not for everybody. I personally, yes, because it is called Summoner's War, but I just don't do arena anyway because you can't keep your rank steady, and then to have to wait all the way till Sunday and wait for a rush to try to defend and protect and see how many people gonna actually attack you and stuff. That's a waste of time. And it gave me, cause I won twice. I'm on buff 2, HP 5%, and it lasts for an hour. So your buff lasts for an hour. And I went on and just decided to go on and use one of my rivals to make the third one versus me trying to go and figure out, find somebody to fight, even though it don't matter. You can fight these people and still lose and go on. I just don't fool with that part of it. I'd rather go on and do 3 rivals and be through and go on and call it a day. Especially if I'm pressed for time on doing dailies and I'm finna go somewhere or I'm on a lunch at work. This is roughly 15 to 20 minutes. It's the fastest I done these. But I'm just going through each one just showing. Then the next one is the daily room maintenance. And you can just pick any one of your monsters and pick a room and just do the normal regular power up. And all you gotta do these is 3 times. Try to conserve your mana because doing the upgrading on rooms take a lot. So usually I just rather you work on the monster first and get them leveled up before you worry about rooms. Get your core teams together. And then okay, I'm usually telling people to use the social summons for just, the regular summon, or you can use unknowns, because the social summons goes up to 3,000 and then it's maxed out, so try to keep it under the 3,000. I'm just gonna go on and do some unknown to finish that out, and just do it 3 times. And there you go, you done. And then you got let's go for another round and come back when you ready. You power up your monster, and usually, like I said, I don't recommend you be doing this, but I'm just doing it just cause. But you actually could have still summoned some more and just actually build up the slime, the tree, um, the little mini inferno, either one, all of them, you could just skill up and start making them into your food for beginners. Make the 1 stars your early food. Unless you do get some 3s in and you can use the Rift or some or EXP to go on and skill them up. But I just recommend you just make 1 stars and feed them up to make them start working on your food. And that'll be a more or less easier way of you starting off making food versus starting off, because it gets higher and higher the higher grade of the monster you feed. So trying to conserve mana, that's another thing. And now we're doing the let's go for another round. The world boss is what I'm using because uh it gone on and used the most energy, or dimensional rift. They use about 10. So but you can also just do 3 things a scenario. Keep it simple and keep on going. 3 little parts of the scenario and keep going till you done used up the 20 energy that you need. And world boss, it takes 10 monsters at a time. So in the beginning, for beginners, you will only have 10 monsters you can use. So once. So it just eventually the whole point is to have 30. But that's something else a little bit later. Now we didn't collect it in the commission complete. Then you have the special. This time it's the light rift. And like I said, rifts don't unlock till much later, and I don't recommend for beginners to do rift because rifts really do not provide a lot for, and the only time I would probably do rifts is events. So I stay clear from rifts. I suggest that's something you do a little bit later, or if you have again people if you are in a guild or anything like that that can actually carry you. But Riffs will be way down the road for beginners. Way down the road. So that's what's going on. I did all the dailies quickly. So that's just showing you how to do it in 20 minutes and get everything done. This is user Nightwind, and part 2 will be coming up in just a minute.